Hi, I'm Alicia from Wild Wellness, and today I want to talk to you about practice. Life is a practice. There is no end game, so to speak. The end game is when you choose to leave this physical manifestation. But while you're here, life is a practice. Now, what do I mean by that? Anything that you do is going to be a practice, and I think we were kind of fed a lot of BS when we were either growing up or in school or in your life, like just in your job or in your life period. And what I mean by that is that, it's supposed to follow this linear pattern, right? You go to school, you graduate, you go to college, you graduate, and you get a good job, and you stay there, until you make a bunch of money in some retirement or something like that. And that's changed since probably my parents' day. But you graduate college and you go get a job that's good, and that's a stepping stone, and then you leapfrog up to the next company or the opportunity that's gonna be really awesome for you, and you just keep going up and up and up like that. And at some point, you get to retire and live your retirement, your dream life. But what about all that time between when you graduate and when you retire? That's kind of some vital years in there, right? And so we have this very linear view of our life, but it's really circular. And what I mean by that is it's always a practice. So the things that served you when you were younger no longer serve you now. And maybe you were very well and you could eat 10 hamburgers and not gain an ounce of weight. And now you can look at cake and gain 10 pounds. So it's different. And your life is different, but the thing is maybe you didn't take care of your body like you should have before. And now you are kind of seeing, the bad effects of that not taking care of your body. Your body is amazing, though. It will heal, and it can have vitality in it at just about any age. I mean, you could be 90 and start applying some of these principles, and your body will respond. It really is amazing. And when you start doing self-care, it's about self-love, and that's all your body really wants. Your body is an animal. And what I mean by that is we're still biologically an animal. We still have all the same parts as your dog does, all the same parts as your cat does. And that animal, we ignore it so many times because we live in our heads all the time. So when you embark in life and you have this linear view, you don't realize that it's this, circular thing, meaning that let's say you start a practice of yoga. Well, when you first start, you're going to suck. Just saying. But it's a perfect place to start because you can see over the years as you do it, how much better you're getting. So think about anything that you've done. Let's say you work in an office. Think about when you started to where you're at now, and don't discount the value that you've learned and the value that you are to that organization. And you weren't where you were at when you started. Now you've mastered a set of skills, and it's just practice. And maybe you want to increase those skills and go on. Maybe you don't. Maybe an office is not where you want to be. It wasn't where I wanted to be, but that's my personal choice. So anything is a practice. So if you're looking to make changes in your life and you want to change your diet, I don't believe in diets because they don't work, because they're about lack and they're about deprivation. And that just, and with our busy lives these days, forget it. You're going to do it for a little while, and then eventually it's going to become too difficult to keep on that diet unless you start doing things that become a lifestyle change and your diet is actually just what you eat every day. And I also don't believe in that lack where, you can't have certain things. If you want a glass of wine, have a glass of wine. If you want a chocolate cake, have a chocolate cake. Maybe the whole thing. I don't know. As long as you're not doing it all the time, you can have whatever you want to eat, and your body will be totally fine with it. It's when we start putting all this processed stuff in our bodies day in and day out, drinking sodas day in and day out. Once again, I'm not about lack, so if you like soda, you can have one, just don't do it every day. And then it becomes a treat. It becomes something you look forward to. The one thing that I found in changing my diet over the years is that I don't want the things that I used to like, all the sugary stuff, all the processed stuff. It actually makes me sick now if I eat it. But I've been doing this for years, and my diet has been a practice for me. And it's continuing to be a practice, and I just get better and better at it. Think about somebody that you think is like a professional something. That professional started from nothing and is now amazing. It's because they are honing their craft. And they've done it over time, over years and years and years and years. So wherever you're at is the perfect place to start your practice with anything. Yoga, wellness, and by wellness I mean all of it. So the movement, and it can be, let's take, exercise a lot of times has like the negative connotation. Let's take that away. What do you like to do? Do you like to walk? What physical thing do you like to do? If you like to walk, then start walking. If you it could be for 5 minutes. Go for a walk around your block. Just get yourself into the habit. If you like to play Frisbee, Ultimate Frisbee is an awesome game to play, or Frisbee golf. So you can make it fun. Exercise doesn't have to be like at the gym pumping weights. If pumping weights at the gym is fun for you, which it is for a lot of people, go do it. Don't just sit there. Give yourself some love. And it's a practice, right? So like say, all right, and don't overdo it. And that's where a lot of people get wrong, is that, or they make themselves wrong, is they say, okay, I need to go back to the gym, so I'm going 3 times a week from nothing. Well, that's a bit much from when you're not doing it at all. How about start with, I'm going to go for half an hour, 1 day a week. And write that in your calendar, make it non-negotiable, just like your work is non-negotiable, or your business, and go and take care of yourself. And the thing is, you'll feel great and you'll realize that you have that self-love, and then you can increase from there, but just start slow. If you want to learn to run, we all know how to run, but like a running program, start with one of the Couch to 5K programs. They are excellent. I'm doing this really fun game, well, it's a running game, and it's called Zombies Run. And they give you missions, and you get to listen to the missions as you're running, and you get to listen to your own playlists. And it's a lot of fun because it gives you something to do while you're doing this, and so it seems just so much more fun than just going out there and figuring it out. So make it fun. Move your body in a way that seems fun. What kind of fruit do you like? If you like an apple, eat an apple a day. Change nothing in your diet, but eat an apple a day. Or a shake. Make yourself a shake. Those are easy, they're fast, but make it a good one. Like get, something that has lots of, nothing processed, lots of natural, from the natural food stores. You can go and compare ingredients. Get yourself some wheatgrass, throw that in there. And then don't do dairy, because that is a whole other issue. Do some like rice milk or almond milk or something like that. And nourish your body. It has little tiny steps will lead to big, huge improvements in your life over time. You can do it. If you want better relationships, start working on yourself and the issues that you find fault with in yourself. And I don't mean like be guilty or be shamed about the things. Like if like your relationship needs help in a certain area, like you need to focus on nurturing more, being more supportive. Give yourself what you are looking for, and it will show up for you in the most bizarre places and the most wonderful places. So I know this is like a lot of stuff, but like I said, it's a practice, right? If you want to start a meditation practice, 1 minute. 1 minute a day for a week. Maybe the next week you try 5. If that sounds like too much, 3. Start where you're at. It's a practice. It's circular. Once you feel like you've mastered this level, you start over at the next level, and you get better and better and better and better and better at it. So I hope this has been helpful for you. It's been a lot of fun for me sharing. So thank you so much for watching. Namaste.